Hey, what's up everyone, it's your boy Alter Tech back again with a new exciting video. Today we have the OnePlus 9 Pro rocking OxygenOS 12, and I want to give you guys 5 things I missed from OxygenOS 11. Alright, so if you guys do enjoy this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe for some more videos. It really helps me out. Now, before I begin, I just want to say this. The OnePlus 9 Pro, I've been using it for about 8+ months, and I have to say that this phone, it's a really damn good phone. And sure, there are some shortcomings, but overall, if these 5 things were to get ported into OxygenOS 12, I would be probably one of the happiest OnePlus 9 Pro owners on the planet. So the first thing I want to talk about is the 4K screen recording. So when it comes to recording your gameplay, when it comes to making videos or tutorials, sometimes I would like to go ahead and record my screen. And to do that, I would actually record this in 4K on Oxygen 11. Now, unfortunately, with this one, the highest you could probably go to is with 1080p. So let's go ahead and open up the screen recording real quick. And as for the settings, we have medium 720p. And we have high at 1080p. So obviously with Oxygen 11, it was nearly 4K. It was 3800 by something. It was about 4K. So that's something I really missed on OxygenOS 12. Now for these 5 things, they could definitely be ported in a future update. So I guess OnePlus, maybe they're working on this, or maybe if they watch this video, maybe then they might actually go ahead and think about porting it in. So for number 2, I do want to talk about the Hasselblad color calibration. This photo here was taken with the OnePlus 9 Pro on OxygenOS 12, and the colors on that phone, it was just natural. It was one of the selling points from, comparing it to a Samsung device or a iPhone device. Now the cameras are really damn good. Hardware, it's top notch. And on this phone, from the build quality to the parts to hardware, this phone is perhaps one of the best Android phones on the market if you're looking at it from that sense. But as for software, I know we just went through a merger, but I would like to see the Hasselblad colors show up on this camera app. For the OxygenOS 12 camera app, it's basically the ColorOS 12 camera app with some of the OxygenOS 11 features baked into it. Now for the colors, like I said, you do have AI mode. With AI mode, it does make colors seem a little bit more, extra saturated and whatnot. But for the most part, if they could go back and bring that natural Hasselblad color calibration, that would make this phone much more enjoyable for me to use. Now for some of you guys out there, maybe you guys might enjoy those high saturated colors, but at least give us the option. Now for number 3, I do miss having pro mode. So I'm a camera guy, so for this list, most of it are going to be for camera features. So we don't have a pro mode anymore, we have expert mode. And with pro mode, the difference between that was it was just a lot more easier to navigate. For example, here you do have the ability to zoom in at 2x with the main sensor. But if you guys want to go ahead and activate the other sensors, it's an extra step. So for expert mode, I have nothing against it, but I just found that pro mode was a lot more easier. And we did have the ability to go ahead and save our settings. So for example, let's say I wanted to save my ISO, my shutter speed. We could have saved that on ColorOS 11, but now every time you guys open up the camera app, let's just go ahead and demonstrate real quick. But now every time you open up the camera app, you're going to be met with different settings. So this could actually be fixed with an easy update, so I'll be on the lookout for that. Now for number 4, the camera processing. I did say that this list was going to be heavy on the cameras. Now for the processing on the Oxygen 11, they made some great improvements, and when it came to sharpening, it wasn't too over sharpened. The contrast levels, everything seemed perfect. But for the, like I've said, the ColorOS camera app, it does use a different style of camera processing. So if the camera team from OnePlus could go ahead and port in that OxygenOS 11 experience on the camera app, that would be great. And for number 5, this is going to sound a bit unusual, but I do miss Oxygen 11 in which the apps didn't require much more permission. Now for example, you do have the quick device connect, which wants to obtain your location to scan for devices. You guys also have some other apps as well baked into this, or some other features like for the photo apps as well. I believe that this actually wants your some extra permissions as well. Let's go ahead and check those out real quick. So it wants your phone permission. I'm not exactly sure why, but I've been seeing this, you know, randomly throughout the phone, and it was kind of unusual coming from OxygenOS 11. Now, if OnePlus could go ahead and focus on privacy, that would be a huge selling point. And for my honorable mention, I will talk about the custom icons. So some of you guys, I'm a fan of the new ColorOS or OxygenOS 12 icons. They look pretty damn good. But for some of you guys who wish you guys could actually go ahead and change those things, you can't do that anymore. So for the icons, you're pretty much set with these options, and maybe one day or in the far future, maybe they might open up a ColorOS or OxygenOS store in which you guys could get your own, you know, custom icons. But it was very much more easier on Oxygen 11, which you guys could go ahead and download your icons, go into the settings, and swap them very quickly. So anyways, guys, those are my 5 things I would like to see on the OnePlus 9 Pro and ColorOS 12. For right now, the performance has been great. It's very nice, fast, and smooth, and I'm enjoying it. Right now, I would probably give this a, let's say, a 9 out of 10. But if they could incorporate some of those things I mentioned, it would be a solid 10 out of 10 for me. So like I've said, the battery life has been better. There's a lot more battery control on this, a lot more battery features as well. Performance has been excellent, and the time bug, I haven't seen it showing up since I did the reset, and so far everything has been working pretty damn good. Anyways, guys, this is Alter Tech with the OnePlus 9 Pro. If you guys have any questions or comments, please hit me up down below. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Take care. Peace.